It's week 10 of the NFL, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Panthers and the Bears under the lights on Thursday night.
One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport, Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight, it's on to Week 10 already. Hard to believe, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Chicago Bears. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now Fields going to throw on the first play. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. You look at this Carolina defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Fields. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They're going for it. Here's Herbert. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But at this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here is Young. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to have a short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
The Bears take over first and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. And that'll bring up 2nd down. But you look at this defense. This unit 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants him to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback.
Fields hit and the ball is loose. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell him everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. Young's throw here on target to Hurst. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Thielen going to go in motion right. The play fake. Now Young. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? It's who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night. Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often. Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. It's Young off play action. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They'll run with Sanders. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Sanders is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Off the play fake, Young to the goal line, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
4th down, Young. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on, and they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10. at their own 22. And they run with a former Panther. It's D'Onta Foreman until about the 23. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Fields going to change things up here. Here's Fields. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
And partner, I think this is what long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Young. That is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Young to throw it. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. What a lead to a 4th down. So Young will head to the sideline, and on is Pinheiro for the Panther field goal. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
$10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Not many bulls just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon, as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. 4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or they're kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Good yardage there on first down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
This 2nd and 4. They go play action. Young. And connecting here with DJ Shark. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Chark, 37 yards. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Out of the end zone with it is Homer. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
18-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now Fields. Flushed out right. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Fields. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Fields. And now another one thrown incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
This is taken at the 15. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Throwing, Young. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Chicago Bears.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw is Fields. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Here we go. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Fields now to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Panthers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
At the 47-yard line.
To throw, Young. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. So on now is Johnny Hekker to punt this one away. This is taken at the 18. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They run it on first with Foreman, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back to throw, Fields. He'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equanimeous St. Brown. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 31-yard line. Fields. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Fields. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Bears nothing.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. From the end zone is Smith-Marsette. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Second half will start with a run by Sanders. And a short pickup to about the 25. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now Young. That one complete. He finds Shark. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Ready?
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
A first down throw for Young. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers, and a first down here.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And able to get this to the 31. And now they're in the hurry-up.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd.
Out of the gun, it's Young. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
Ready?
Young off the play fake. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Adam Thielen from 10 yards out. And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 24.
Bears nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10. Right at the 50-yard line. Handoff running left, Foreman. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Now Fields going to move him around.
5-yard line.
Here's Fields. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Hey, never mind, Monday.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 13-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete there to Moore. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd.
Here's Fields. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Derek Brown able to record his 5th sack of the season. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll hand it to Drake here on the option. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. They'll run. It's Drake. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Don't jump. Ready? Hey, Ken.
Drake. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Equanimous St. Brown from 4 yards out. And the Bears are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. The Bears offense staying put. Justin Fields always a threat to run. They'll go for 2 here. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2.
You got
Fields trying to throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Interesting call there. They went for 2 even after the penalty from the 7-yard line. It didn't pay off.
I think the first thought is to go ahead and kick the extra point, but you're not kicking it from the 7-yard line.
Yeah,
right?
because you get pushed 5 back on the PAT as well.
Right, so they have to take it from the 15 to administer the penalty. So now you're kicking it around 40 yards. So I understand why they probably went for 2 there. They thought they had a better play and a better chance in that situation.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 1st and 10, Young. Sharks got it, left side. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. From the 23, here's the 2nd and 9. Up the middle they go with Sanders. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 51 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I know we're in the era of wide open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. And we just saw some of it right there. How about that right?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. 3rd and short yardage, Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Sanders. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guy just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. Young to throw it. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far, and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, The defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a fourth quarter advantage. Stuck for a loss by the safety, Eddie Jackson. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Another run here with Sanders. And he lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Fields. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
Now it's Fields. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Foreman powering ahead. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
3rd down. Here's Foreman. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On 1st down, Fields. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Fields changing the play. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That'll be caught. It's Scott. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They'll run here with Foreman. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Out of the gun, Fields. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throw left side complete to Scott. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal.
21-yard attempt.
And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept you in a lot of games, and now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
Meanwhile, Young's throw into the hands of the receiver, Shenault. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but
I like where we're going with this. Though you say one to represent like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for Carolina, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, add one more loss to the column. That drops them to a woeful 1-9 so far. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit.